Hey everybody, I've got a book review for you today. This is Hear the Roar, the unofficial and unauthorised guide to the hit 1980s series Thundercats. Background to the stories, the toys, written by David Crichton, not to be confused with Michael Crichton. And on the front there you can see the vintage Thunder Tank and Panthro and Lion-O, looking pretty cool. So this book, I got this a few months back off Amazon, and it's absolutely amazing book. I have mentioned in some of my Thundercats reviews who sculpted the figures and things like that, and that all came from this book. It's just amazing. So on the back you can see, originally broadcast in 1985, Thundercats has become one of the most enduring animated series of its era. For the first time in print, Hear the Roar documents every aspect of the production of this iconic show, told by the people who made it. Featuring over 80 exclusive interviews with cast and crew members, this definitive reference guide charts Thundercats' creation and development, drawing on a wealth of never-before-seen production paperwork and leaving no stone unturned. Dedicated chapters highlighting the writing, animating, scoring and recording of Thundercats, while a comprehensive story guide reviews all 130 episodes, including notes from the scriptwriters themselves. The legendary Thundercats toy line from LJN is documented too, and even the associated series Silverhawks is explored. This essential guide to Thundercats demonstrates why the show continues to thrive, while many of its contemporaries have faded into obscurity. You can see the price there: UK £16.99, USA, Canada £33.95, and Australia £31.95. That's Telos Publishing. Excellent, excellent book, this one. If you're a toy fan, and you're a Thundercats fan especially, this one is brilliant. Now, there are some photos in, but they're not a great deal. First published in the UK in 2011. It was written in 2011, so it's pretty recent. I'm not going to go through page by page, obviously, but there's an introduction. Part 1 is the making of the Thundercats, and that's basically the origin of the TV series, really. Like I said, this book is incredibly in-depth for what it covers, and you've got, what's that there, the dates for various recordings and things, market share or something I think that is, for the syndication, not quite sure, it's been a while, all sorts of stuff. So that's the Eye of the Beholder, got all the credits there. Part 2 is the formula, so this is the writer's story. We'll just skip on quite a bit. Part 3 is Gardens of Delight, the art of Thundercats, so that's about all the artists that were involved. And then we've got part 4 is Swan Song, which is the music of Thundercats, which is one of the best parts of the cartoon series. The music was always good. And what else have we got? Out of Sight. We find the heading page. Out of Sight, the voices behind the characters. So that's the full guide to people like Larry, Kenny and the rest of the cast. Then we've got some photos, I'll show you these, there's not that many. From left, Robert Kousis, Jules Bass, Peter Lawrence, review scripts in production meeting. And this guy is Masaki Aizuka, holds up a cartoon of Peter Lawrence drawn by Tsugo Kubo in the background there. So the thing with Thundercats, it was co-produced between America and Japan. From left, Arthur Rankin, Masaki Aizuka and Jules Bass. Peter Lawrence in the work at the offices. William Overgaard with his wife Gloria. Leonard Starr, just prior to his work on Thundercats. Mike Gamakian at the offices of Leisure Concepts. They were the guys that made the toys, and you can see all the toys on the stand there. Something I did notice from this book, Astral Moat Monster came in Series 1. I thought that was a late one. Peter Bacalian and Lee Danacher Tender party in New York City. I'm sorry if you guys are watching and I'm saying your names wrong. The former Rankin Bass office building at 1 East 53rd Street, New York, as it appears today. Oh, there's tons of pictures on there. I'm not going to go through all the names, but cast and crew. Then we've got this section with all the toys, and you can see all the card backs there, including some of the rarer ones like the Driller and the Stinger. And then this page, oh, this is interesting. So that's the unpainted prototype for Red Eye, who was one of the Luna Attackers. Working model of the abandoned Luna Attacker vehicle. Prototype painted of Cannon Blaster. 2 prototype figures for the Mad Bubbler. Now there's a legend in Thundercats that the Mad Bubbler was released, but according to this book it's not. And the original sculpt for the Cat's Lair by Burt Brooks. So that's like the head piece for the Cat's Lair. Part 2 is the episode guide, and it goes through all 3 seasons. Now the thing with the seasons is, I believe they're split up. And the DVDs it calls it season 1 and season 2, but they actually came out in different years. I think season 2 is actually quite a few seasons. Yeah, it's calling them all season 2 on here. Well, I read it somewhere. There were so many a year, and they're kind of season 3, 4, 5, whatever. But according to this book, it's all a season 2. So there you go. So yeah, you see they went up to 1989. And the final episode there, The Book of Omens, broadcast on the 29th of September 1989. Part 3, character profiles. So you got all the different Thundercats and all the villains and people who appeared in the cartoon. There's loads there. Good and ugly. Part 4 is merchandise. This one's called All That Glitters. That's the story of the toys. Basically, hot on the tails of Master of the Universe. I believe Thundercats was actually the #1 toy for a while. Now this is the page I've been using for my reviews. Tells you which figures came out when. Sculptor, hair, that's the Lion-O one, because he had a different sculptor does his hair, and a different sculptor did his glove. And you see these names pop up, it tells you what the accessory is. And there are all the different cards there. You can see the Astral Moat Monster was an 8-pack, I didn't realise that. Season 2, it also tells you about the resculpt of Tigra. I think the reason was the first one was rushed out and somebody else did a new sculpt for the second season. You got the Berserkers, some of the vehicles there. Series 3, going up to the latest, the very last vehicles, the Luna Lasher and the Thunderwings and the Stilt Runner. On the Laser Sabers, I remember them when I was a kid. So part 5 is all about Silverhawks, which I know absolutely nothing about, so we're going to fly past that. Return to Thundera is the ongoing saga. So that's the legacy of Thundercats. There's a stage show there. And a bit about the fans. I don't think this goes up to the new series at all. Return of Thundercats. Oh yes it does. 1 page on the coming new Thundercats series. And then you've got some other titles available at the back. So there you go, in-depth or a 9-minute review in one take of Thundercats Hear the Roar. So I highly recommend this book. If you love your Thundercats, this is a damn good read. So this has been Luke, thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.